Continuing on with our previous lesson, what we're going to be doing is working on this iframe to incorporate a slideshow inside of it. Now that we have all the framework from the iframe, we're going to need to go to our internet marketing portal and download a file that I have provided for all of you. So inside of the site, go to your course schedule under week 3. And you'll notice just below readings there's a click to download slideshow.zip file. What you're going to want to do is just make sure that you save it in your G drive. Since I have WinRAR, it's slightly easier. There may be a slight variance on how you go about doing this in the lab, but I'll cover it from all areas. You can see that I have my website available here. What I'm going to do that you would do in whatever the native extracting file is at Conestoga is just go extract to, go to your documents, or for your sake your G drive. Mine would be in the website. I have everything I need there. Now that I've done that, I just right click, refresh files, and now you can see I have a slideshow folder. So before we incorporate this into our site, I'll just give you a brief run through of what's inside of here. So you can see what I've done for you is I've created basically a template file that you can work off of in Photoshop that has the right dimensions so your images will display correctly. And then I've just put 4 dummy slides, which are just static colors. These two above are the pictures used for the navigation, which I will just demonstrate now in the index file. So as you can see here, there's 4 colors. Those are just dummy placeholders for your slideshow. To give you an idea, I've basically put a little description in each of them to give you an idea of what it is. Really, the only thing you're going to want to be working with are these right here. So these are the slides. Just to give you an idea of how you can go ahead and update them. So for example, I have slide 1 clicked. And if you were to have made a second slide already, you would browse the file and you would pick in your slideshow images folder the picture that you see fit. Now what we're going to do is just give you an idea of how it looks in Google Chrome. And as you can see, it is just a simple slider. It can be modified by clicking on these areas. You can also just press the play button and it'll start it on a manual reel of every 4 seconds. And from a coding point of view, it's already pre-put there because again, you guys are all marketing students, not computer science majors, so we don't need to really worry about how the innards of it work, just how to customize it and make it a good functioning slideshow. So you can see they're both index files. If you're curious why, it's because they're in different directories. The slideshow is in its index of the slideshow folder, and your index, which is your home page of your site. Coming back to our main page, we're going to be working with this iframe now. Last tutorial, what we put inside of here were frame border and scrolling. I want you to put your cursor just to the right of the ending quotation under no, and press space and SRC. So what is that? Is the source. It allows you to source a external page or an internal page. So once you press enter one more, click the slideshow folder, select index, and now we have the iframe's source, information, and we also have the CSS to define what the layout of it would look like, which is available in here if we just looked quickly. Width 100% and height 350 pixels. Now that we have this all together, we're going to go ahead and preview it. Press yes. And what you'll see here now is a easily responsive slideshow inside of your page. So what's nice about it is to some degree responsive, so you can see whatever the width it'll always accommodate, and that's really as small as you need to be worrying about, and that's about 1,000 pixels. So that's all that we're covering in this tutorial. In class, what we'll do is work on within Photoshop to kind of get a framework of if you're looking to customize or want additional help with that. We'll be covering that in class.